Hello students, welcome, and today we will discuss IELTS writing task 1. So in this question, a line graph is given. Always remember, in IELTS writing task 1, we have to first paraphrase the question, then write the overview, then write body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. So the question states, the graph below shows the average monthly change in the prices of three metals during the year 2014. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So, as you can see in the graph, the heading of the graph states average monthly change in prices of copper, nickel, and zinc in the year 2014. In the x-axis, we have the percentage changes in price compared with previous month, and in the y-axis we have months. So the letters J, F, M, A, M, J, J, A, S, O, and D signify the months. J stands for January, F stands for February, M stands for March, A stands for April, M stands for May, J stands for June, another J stands for July, A August, September, October, November, and December. We've got three metals: copper, nickel, and zinc. So, firstly, we have to paraphrase the question. So, how can we do that? We can say the graph illustrates the average monthly changes in the price of copper, zinc, and nickel throughout 2014. Okay, we can use short term, we can use abbreviations for the metals, like for example, we can use the IUPAC. The what's the official abbreviation for metals? For example, for copper we can use Cu, nickel is Ni, and zinc is Zn. But I suggest you not to do it. My suggestion is because I feel that the teacher might not know what the IPAC name stands for. So if you're from the science background, please try to avoid using abbreviations, especially when metals come into the picture. Now let's look at the overview. Overall, nickel experienced the most significant price fluctuation. Price fluctuation changes. Okay, while zinc showcased smaller changes and copper prices remained relatively stable, uniform. Fluctuations fluctuations mean that the changes are coming thick and fast. Okay, so we have used fluctuation to denote nickel's price movement. Okay, now body paragraph 1. Nickel prices saw sharp increases of 6% and 4% in January and February respectively. So if you look at the graph, we are talking about nickel. You see that the price fluctuations for nickel in January was 6%. So it increased to 6% and then again 4% again. Prices continue to rise over the next 3 months, albeit at a slower pace. Albeit means it increased, but it didn't increase at the rate it was in February, albeit at a slower pace at 0.5% before dipping slightly between June and October 1 to 3%. Had a slight drop. Then they climbed again in November and December. So this was about nickel. So now body paragraph 2. Let's come to the second metal, zinc. Zinc prices followed a similar pattern, declining only between June and October, with the most notable increases occurring in February, March, and December by 3%, 2%, and 2% respectively. If you want to make a distinction between overview and body paragraphs, the biggest distinction between them is that in the overview we never talk about percentages. We talk about changes but not change in percentage, while in our body paragraphs we illustrate further how much was the change, how different, like in numbers, was the change. Now let's talk about material number 3, that's copper. This also comes in body paragraph 2. So copper prices in contrast exhibited minimal fluctuations. Minimal fluctuations means the amount of changes was minimum throughout the year. They increased by no more than 2% in any month, except for a small decrease in May and June. So if we look at copper carefully, we'll see that the number of changes in copper are the smallest. That means minimum fluctuations were there. Okay, while in nickel and zinc, the changes were bigger. Okay, so this was your writing task 1. Again, to repeat, first we paraphrase the question, then we write the overview, then we write body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. In this question, I have written about nickel in body paragraph 1, and in body paragraph 2, I have summarized about zinc and copper. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. So if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button